Alright, hey guys, so in this video I'm going to tell you a few tips and tricks on using titles in your videos. So yeah, let's get into that. Alright, starting off, we have stylizing your text. And this is something that almost everybody already knows about. When I say stylizing your text, what I mean is like changing the font, the color, the size, and all of that stuff, right? So, as far as your font goes, it depends on like the mood of the video and your personal preference. Now for my YouTube videos, I usually use a font called Aharoni. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but yeah, it's Aharoni. So yeah, I use that mostly for my YouTube videos, and it's not really that much of a cinematic font. It's just like really bold and stuff, so I kind of like it. And if you want to make your videos look cinematic, then you want to use like very understated fonts, so like not very bold and big and stuff. But if you want to like really exaggerate something, then you want to use like really bold font and stuff. So again, it depends on the mood of the video and your personal preference. Next on, we come on to the color of the text. And usually you want to keep your text either black or white, or like you can go gray a bit if you desire. Try not to go into like red or green or blue or something like that, because honestly that looks a little weird and unprofessional. I'm sure you've seen tons of like thumbnails of YouTube videos online that have like red text, and they don't usually look very good. And honestly, you can make it look good if it like really supports all the other components in like the composition of your frame, but that's pretty rare. Most of the time it just ends up looking dumb, right? So if it really looks good, then you might want to use some other color, but usually I stick to black or white or anything in between, so that includes like gray and stuff. So yeah, that's color. And then again, size depends on your personal preference. If you want something to like really stand out, you obviously want to use big font. And if you want something to just be on the sides so that people just like barely notice it, then you want to like make it small, right? Now the next thing is use creative ways to sort of display your font, right? You don't just want to like slap on your font onto your video, because I mean, yeah, this looks fine, but there's so many other ways to like sort of display your font in your video. For example, you can just overlay your text on your video and then make everything else sort of darker, and then have like the text be a little brighter so that it stands out. So that would be one way to do it. Or another thing you might want to try is to blur the background, because that just makes your text sort of stand out more. And you might also want to like animate your title. Maybe you want it to like spin around or something. Although you probably never really want your text to spin around. I mean, you might, but usually you won't. But I'm talking animation as like you can have some like moving elements in there or something like that if you want. It's obviously not necessary if you want. And now I come to my third point, which is transitions, right? You don't always have to just make your text just pop up on screen, right? A lot of times you might want to use some sort of a transition in there. And usually in my YouTube videos, I just have my text pop up on screen because like, I don't know, that's just the way I do stuff. But a lot of times when I'm shooting like a cinematic B-roll sequence or something like that, I use some sort of transition with my text. So this transition can be something super simple, like just having like a fade in and a fade out, or it can be something like a little more complex, like a whip transition or a directional blur transition. I mean, there are so many transitions that you can possibly think of. So yeah, just use your creativity and use an appropriate transition. So that's essentially it for this video, guys. I hope you guys liked it, and if you did, make sure you give this video a like. You might want to check out some of my other videos, so I'll leave links to those at the end of this one. And while you're at it, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video.